wonderful.
Next on the agenda...
Hi, Catherine! It's us! Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the adventure...
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this...
As I gaze out upon the sea.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here.
Woo woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geology. Besides, this guy's the best in his... I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul in Teyvat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert.
You're a fool if you think you found Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Teyvat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Paimon bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Next on the agenda...
To our success.
In our last tale, Rex Lappet.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore!
Someone who understands geology.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well...
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily... We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms.
Stop being... Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai. Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then it's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli.
I am sure I recognize you. Have we...
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli...
A contest? Why,
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly...
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kun-jun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgot. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed to...
Huh? How could you forget?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks, and I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he...
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kid. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I...
Very well. There is strength in number.
We're way behind schedule.
Whoa, this mine is huge!
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to...
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost...
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime...
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for...
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really make...
Underground, overground. We left no...
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusion.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
Huh. A few everyday items. They must belong to one...
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look,
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of...
there's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh,
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
so they didn't take any supply.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Why would someone set off with their tools but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh,
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more...
if they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he...
I see. 4 men.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that...
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memory, core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with... I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke... Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests...
Forced to? But who would
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. Those who kept working all disappeared.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to...
Not so fast. The incident occurred...
You're right. New plan. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a...
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm In fact, I've been feeling...
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you...
I don't even know where to start with it. It sounded... Perhaps if I can...
I see. If I am...
Really? Oh.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass.
Great! Let's have a look. Here. These must have been left by the mine.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are... It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha!
Access denied.
Ha! Ha!
Oh no! The footprints end here!
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there!
Am I?
Hey there!
It must have been about 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that...
It was so strange. 4 big.
Huh. This child. Did you...
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
Born of ice and frost.
It's nothing. You wait.
I can fix this.
Verdict is... Ha! Ha!
No touching.
Don't waste my time. Judgment!
Access denied.
Those monsters were so aggressive. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty... but...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot...
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, you're...
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost us and...
You think so? I guess it's been a work. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchling. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right... The miners headed in the direct...
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass...
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli...
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if...
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this what...
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey! Hello?
Judging by his appearance, he must have...
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him...
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that were...
How he came to be here is what we need.
So he was kidnapped. And then... But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have...
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you. These are some crystals that I bought from the market.
It's beautiful.
But of course. And this one, Huh?
On the contrary. But thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. Oh, I see more rocks over there.
You sure like rocks.
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set.
Rest easy. Oh, however, there...
Huh? What's with...
Traveler.
You mean the ore that Kunjun...
Dragonfall is an...
Elemental reactions?
Dragonfall first emerged in the midst...
Cool.
And yet they are Why is it then that is...
Yeah, if he knows of it... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade.
Ulterior motives?
A conclusion that is present. Don't forget. We're drawing closer to... When you're well rested, we should ensure this miner...
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kun?
There are many beautiful rocks. Then again, the memories of ore can shift. Difficult.
So there's never any ancient memory?
Rocks endure, but as eons...
That makes sense.
Indeed. Wow.
And there's so many mysterious looking...
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very...
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. Not...
Whatever. If you don't try, you won't...
Oh.
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's... Quick, let's go see.
This has been newly done.
Is that a voice coming from...
Compose yourselves. I will... There is an unusual presence emanating from...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do? We can't hurt them!
is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Gather! Burn!
You can't run!
Solidify!
No touching!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Be crushed!
For Rex Lapis! Lights out! Yeah!
Retribution!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Judgment! Submit! It's nothing.
Solidify!
Crumble!
I will have order!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Punishment! Yeah!
Burn! Stabilize!
Face me! Morax! 1,000 years after you...
You should call it by its name, Ishtar.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods?
No. You have...
That voice!
Ishtar.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax.
You're...
Ashtaha.
During the battle, you imbued it.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth. Allow me to elaborate. Heaven and earth.
So there are two Ash...
No! It can't...
When the seal loosened, that's when it occurred to you.
The audacity!
I was another power awakened. I was barely conscious.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall.
Don't blame yourself. It's been so long.
There would be no harm.
Ashtaha was once a friend, and the memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Ashtaha. Ashtaha, now incomplete.
What would you expect?
This much is true. Which is why, in the beginning, In order to open up, erosion made us even more. Morax shared with us some of his and so we became you. And from your will, I am your final contract.
No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's.
No! This is I, Ajdah!
Morax is not.
A lord over insects is...
You forgot yourself. That which you have forgotten. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring.
No! That isn't true!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had... So, Morax...
I do.
Well...
As you please.
I never did forget your...
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet, you could see...
Your power is nearly... Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still...
Indeed. Hence...
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and we found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you.
So you're taking them back to Liu?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be...
Kunjun, we should be...
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany...
You always did.
Curious how swords and daggers...
Ajdaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen.
Even you met such a...
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face it.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life is... That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend to...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face.
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart...
You chose justice.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble...
Hence, my... Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's old friend. God.
Thank you, Ajdaha.
My life is at an end.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only a...
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like...
In fact, we have yet to meet the real... He was. Centuries may have passed since then.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense, despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he, and he was willing to be sealed away. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than the greater the power, the greater the personally sealing away an old friend. People abandon and surrender but I was a god of mankind.
You still care a lot.
Call it, I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. Zhongli, you're a god.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize.
You mean another past grievance?
It was signed before it all began.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world. There are many events of it. They have been eroded by time, but you are capable of finding those who come to witness. If you take the same road as that person, This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Azhdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil.